Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, little video here about the WWE and how they have become tyrants over the years. Ever since WCW went out of business, their ego went through the fucking roof, and WWE have become mad with power. They treat the fans like shit. They're like North Korea, mistreating their own people. Straight up, they have become tyrants and psychopaths, okay? Number one, removing fan signs. Now, I'll give you an example. The CM Punk signs at NXT recently, just signs about CM Punk, and they removed that. If a fan would get to an arena with a sign, "We want Jim Duggan," would they get kicked out for that? No. It's freedom of speech. Fans are allowed to bring signs. The sign isn't disrespectful. There's nothing wrong with it. But for some reason, if a fan has "We want CM Punk," those signs are gonna get ripped away, or some of them have been ripped away. Why? Because it goes against their agenda. That is tyranny. They want to stop the CM Punk chants because Punk left, you know. So they remove signs that are perfectly normal, okay signs. It's freedom of speech, freedom of expression. They say, fuck human rights. Give me your sign because it goes against our agenda. Tyranny, straight up. There's no other way to put it. It is what it is. They're acting like dictators. We're in charge here. You can't express your opinion because that's not the opinion we want you to express. Fuck you, I'm the boss. That's exactly what it is, okay? Number two, trying to stop chants from fans. The Daniel Bryan yes chant. It started at WrestleMania. What did the company say? Oh, that's just the Mania crowd. You know, that's the crowd that brings them the most money. But the company, right off the bat, were saying, fuck this chant. That was just the Mania crowd that's gonna fucking die down. When it didn't die down, they turned Daniel Bryan heel. And he was saying no. No, and he told the fans, if you say yes, that means that you're insulting me. He straight up, he had to say that to the fans, okay? Then they turned him into a jobber, a Santino-style jobber with Kane. You know, then they put him in the Wyatts, all sorts of ways to try to kill off the chant. Recently on Raw, you had JBL saying it's disrespectful if people chant for Daniel Bryan. Stuff like this. Stephanie McMahon. Oh, is it the chants that are bothering you, Randy? Trying to show that she's not afraid of the chants or whatever. Basically, if you go to a WWE show, you can chant for whatever you want, they say. As long as it's what they want you to chant. If not, they're going to do all sorts of crazy things to try to change the chants of the fans. It is sick. You know, that is tyranny. Cheer for what we want you to cheer, not what you want, you know. If fans want to cheer peanut butter during the whole fucking show, that is their right. They shouldn't do a big thing to try to stop the fans from expressing themselves. Spreading propaganda that it's disrespectful for fans to express themselves. That is sickening. The CM Punk chants, they're mocking those, stuff like this. They want to kill us from chanting what we want to chant. If the fans were screaming, "Suck my penis," you know, that might be offensive. It could look bad for television. But they shouldn't try to control the chants. That is psycho. Trying to tell fans, you know, what they should cheer, how they should express themselves. That is tyranny. Number 3, they think they're superior to the fans. Straight up. They always insult us. Okay? They say that we know nothing about the business, stuff like that all the time. They always put themselves above the fans. Okay? We're not allowed to use wrestling terms. If we say, like, you know, this guy's a jobber, wrestlers are gonna get pissed off at you. I'm the only one who's allowed to say jobber. I'm the only one that can say the word mark. You know, like if they're better than us, because they pretend to fight and they're backstage, their knowledge is superior to ours. We're a bunch of dummies that don't know anything about wrestling. Not one fan knows what's good for business. It's all kind of bullshit where they try to lower us compared to them. They're the big gods and we're just idiots. It's always like that. Number 4, the best for business storyline. Now, I'm not marking out, I'm not going to say that it's actually real what's going on there, but that is based off reality. Okay, Vince McMahon, many times he came out, I tell you what you want. That's what he said to fans several times, and that's how the business is. They think that the fans are idiots, so this best for business story, you know, is like a joke for them to make fun of fans there. We know what's best for business, you're all idiots. You know, that's how they actually think. McMahon, other wrestlers, stuff like this, they actually believe that we're a bunch of dummies who don't know nothing. And we don't have the right to know anything because we're not backstage. Daniel Bryan is a good wrestler. Well, fuck you. It's Batista that sucks. He's the best because I say so. I know what's good for business. You know, that's exactly how they are in reality. So this story is basically the truth of how they treat fans, how they think of fans. Number 5, shoving like John Cena down our throats. They've done this before with Triple H, other guys that they tried to push, but Cena is the best and most obvious example there. Forcing us to try to like him. Doing all kind of stories to try to make us look like we're bad people because we don't cheer for Cena. Straight up, Cena, I never give up. I never listen to the haters. I do it for the children. You're the bad people. There was like 50 storylines like this where it's Cena against the fans. Him saying the fans are bad and he's gonna rise above the hate. It's rise above the fans, basically. He's gonna rise above the fans and he's gonna remain at the top. No matter what we say, no matter how much truth we say, okay, that's the company, you know. We tell you who you like, whether you like it or not, you know. More tyranny, trying to force us to love a guy that sucks, getting upset because we don't like a guy that sucks, trying to brainwash us, bringing out our favorite wrestlers to tell us that Cena's good, you know, brainwash. Straight up obvious, tyrannical style brainwash to try to mind fuck us into liking someone. They are desperate. Straight up desperate and super tyrannical when it comes to Cena. Number 6, they lie to the fans. They rewrite history, telling us that WCW sucked. You know, Ultimate Warrior in the 80s was a huge star. He was, you know, almost as popular as Hogan. Because Warrior wanted more money, you know, then they tell the fans for years that Warrior sucked. He was a psycho, his promos were psycho and sucky. He couldn't wrestle, stuff like this. Rewriting history. stealing the NWA history recently with the unification match. You know, they think that they're so high up there that they can just say anything they want, even if we know that it's not true, and we're just gonna believe it because they're the gods and their word is gospel. You know, straight up tyranny, WWE. Number 7, they forced a little kid to change his shirt once. He had a dirt bike shirt. They forced him to change the shirt and to put on the Rey Mysterio shirt to promote their little Saturday morning slam agenda. Huge tyranny. How low can you go there? Forcing children to change their clothes at an event because it doesn't promote Mysterio or other jobber wrestlers there. How sick is that? Mad with power. Straight up sick and mad with power. Would you see this? Oh, NBA forces children to change clothes. You wouldn't see that. Because the NBA aren't psychos that are mad with power. They don't want to rule over their fans. But WWE wants to do that. Imagine if they really were in the public eye and the whole world would have learned how they force kids to change their shirts there. They would be a laughingstock, WWE. But sadly, nobody knows about this stuff. It's all in their little bubble there. Their bubble where they reign supreme. We can force children to dress how we want. You know, it's crazy. It is. Number 8, they mock the customers. Recently, there was that clip of Michael Cole mocking fans that were cheering for CM Punk recently. There was the Triple H puppet thing on YouTube where they were mocking internet fans. They were mocking fans who liked Punk and Bryan. You know, this was before Bryan's big popularity. So according to the company, you're a loser if you like Bryan. You're some kind of internet indie smart virgin loser. Then they try to act like if we don't care if you cheer for Bryan. You know, they do all sorts of things to stop us from cheering straight up, okay? Then before all this, they're calling fans virgins if they like Bryan. Obviously, they didn't expect fans to cheer for Bryan. It wasn't a part of their buff man agenda there. So that's why they go all out to make Bryan look bad. Fuck. Number 9, they try to prove that they're dominant. Okay, yeah, one more comment first there. WWE's ego is so through the roof that they think they can just mock their customers, just like this there. You know, you don't see companies mock the customers, but because WWE are so psychotic and tyrannical, because they have no competition, they think they can just mock the fans, tell them what they want, you know, and they're gonna get away with it because they're the only company. Number 9, they try to prove that they're dominant. Example, McMahon and Paul Heyman. Heyman cuts a promo with McMahon. He says, let's bring back the ruthless aggression. The fans start cheering big time. McMahon, no. You know, no reason to do that. They present ruthless aggression. Do you want good wrestling? No. Just to prove that they're in charge. We're not going to get good wrestling because McMahon says so. And he tries to prove that he's like badass about it. No. You know, like if he's the big god there. No, I'm the boss. You know, fuck off. Okay? John Cena, all the fans are asking for a heel turn. Is it bad for fans to ask for a heel turn? No. We're just asking for a good storyline. There's no reason for WWE to get upset if we want Cena to turn heel. What do we get? We get Cena mocking fans. Oh, you want a heel turn? A heel turn! You know why? You know, they just want to show us that they're in charge. They're the dominant ones. They're the gods. And we bow down and listen to them. You know, no reason for Cena to come out and bully fans, mocking us, rubbing it in our face that he's not going to do a heel turn. No reason for that. It's like, you know, somebody would have an opinion there. Oh, I'd like to see, you know, a new character in Batman. It'd be fun if there was a new Batman character. Then Batman shows up. You want a new character? I'm gonna fucking kick your ass, motherfucker. You know, you wouldn't see this. You know what? It'd be cool if they added a new character on 2.5 Men. I'd like to see a story like this. Then the cast of 2.5 Men shows up. Oh, you want a different story? Well, fuck you, motherfucker. You know, there's no point to this. It's the company going out of their way to show us that they're in charge. It's sick. Straight up sick. Number 10, they treat fans as the enemy. It is what it is. They have a huge beef against the internet. That alone is psycho. Imagine a company getting mad because fans call radio shows to give their opinion. Oh, radio fans are idiots. Radio shows don't know nothing. Dirt radio sheets. Fuck you. You know, it would look like mental cases if a company would do this. But apparently WWE having some psycho beef against the net is normal, you know. That's not normal. That's weirdo, tyrannical bullshit. Because the internet goes against the way they want to do their business there. Because, you know, fans get to know info, whatever. They have some weird-ass beef against the net. And they have a beef against internet fans. They straight up demonstrated that many times, that they have a real beef against fans on the internet. It is psycho. Okay? A couple years ago, they were trying to pass a law where internet sites can get shut down because of copyright material. And WWE was one of those companies that were trying to fucking shut down the net, basically, there. Okay, and of course that law didn't pass, but if it would have passed, they could have taken down YouTube, Twitter, wrestling websites. You know, if that isn't tyrannical enough, I don't know what is. That's what they wanted to do. Control, you know, whoever would have WWE information online. Oh, a picture of WWE on the website. Boom! You know, this way fans don't get a chance to express themselves because every website would have been shut down. They actually tried to do this shit. They wanted to do it. That is sick. You can see that they're mental, okay? Number 11. We're bad if we want to read the dirt sheets. Why is that? They're a publicly traded company, but apparently people can't write stories about them. It's dumb. It's crazy. It is tyrannical. And why would we be bad people for reading about the company? It's because they want us to be dumbed down, straight up. They don't want to ruin storylines. They claim this and that. But it's to keep fans dumbed down. They don't want fans to know anything about backstage and all of this shit. Straight up, that's what countries do. North Korea, they're not allowed to have information, shit like this. That's how the WWE acts. They don't want us to know anything. Okay? And number 12, and this is the most tyrannical there, they don't want us to have an opinion on the company. We're not allowed to have freedom of speech We're not allowed to express an opinion, or else a bunch of wrestlers are gonna talk shit to us, telling us that we're stupid, we're not backstage, we're not allowed basically to have an opinion. They say shut up and enjoy the show, stuff like this. No, you shut the fuck up, okay? And fans are allowed to speak. We're allowed to read information about wrestling. We're allowed to bring a sign that says I like punk. We're allowed to do all of that. WWE needs to fuck off, and they need to apologize to the fans. They have straight up become psycho tyrants, mistreating fans, acting like if they're gods and we're just peon peasants that worship them. Go fuck yourself. Give us a good show. That's all you are. Men who pretend to fight. It's all fake. Cena isn't a real champ. He's not a real tough guy. It's all fucking phony. WWE are lucky that they still have fans, okay? They shouldn't act like psychotic tyrants towards the fans that they still got. Okay, I mean really, it's fake. You know, there's no reason for them to act like big gods and to mistreat their fans. They're mental, out of this world, tyrannical, psychotic, borderline psychotic, alright? Until next time, peace!